Abraham Lincoln. My Speeches and Writings 1859 to 1865. I am known as the America's heroic Civil War president, the greatest writer ever to occupy the White House. My addresses at Gettysburg and at my inaugurals, my presidential messages and public lectures, are an essential record of the war and have forever shaped the nation's memories of it. This Library of America volume collects my writings from 1859 to 1865 and contains 555 speeches, messages, proclamations, letters, memoranda, and fragments. They record the words and deeds, the order to resupply Fort Sumter, the emancipation of the slaves held in the Confederacy, and proposals to offer the South generous terms of Reconstruction, by which I hope to defend and preserve the Union. The speeches and letters I wrote in 1859 and 1860 show my unyielding opposition to the spread of slavery and my canny appraisals of the upcoming election in which I was to win the presidency. My victory triggered the secession that I would oppose in my first inaugural, with its appeal to logic, history, and the better angels of our nature. My wartime writings record the nearly overwhelming burdens of office during a fratricidal war, and the added burden of self-seeking cabinet members, military cliques, and a bitter political opposition. I was savagely criticized both for being too harsh and for being too mild. I ordered the blockade of ports, suspended habeas corpus, jailed dissenters, and applauded Sherman's devastating march to the sea. At the same time I granted clemency to individual Union deserters and releases to Confederate prisoners. I expect to maintain this contest until successful, I declared, and toward that end I was prepared, not without my characteristic drolleries, to suffer the paradoxes of leadership in a nation at war with itself. My writings here include pleas to my own party to spare me their patronage feuds and to generals that they act more resolutely in the field. The struggles that taxed my physical endurance also tempered my prose style, as evidenced in the nobility of my state papers, my sparse words at Gettysburg, and my poignant letter to Mrs. Bixby, consoling her for the deaths of her sons in battle. In a message to Congress in December 1862, I wrote of the fiery trial through which the nation was passing. We shall nobly save, or meanly lose, the last best hope of earth. By 1865, I was ready to offer the nation my view of the Almighty's purposes and did so in my second inaugural address with a beauty, clarity, and severity unsurpassed in American letters. Soon after, I fell to an assassin's bullet, joining 600,000 of my countrymen killed in the war. I became part of what I called the cherished memory of the loved and lost, all those who had died that, this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom.